Havoc players are freaking out right now. They're losing their minds. And some people are probably saying, Havoc is doing an insane amount of damage on the beta. What are we complaining about? Train, do you want to just give a brief overview? Let's not go into too much detail just yet, but just give like a kind of quick synopsis of what's happening.
Of course. So, like Jedith said, I also want to reinforce this. We're not complaining about performance or tuning. Like, if you look at Havoc overall, it's been topping meters relative to Arcane Mage, which I believe has a bug on Spellslinger right now, which is causing it to do like 8 times the damage it's supposed to do, and then Unholy Death Knight, which was just overtuned to begin with. Havoc's core problems really boil down to the talent tree is workable, but it's not perfect, and there's really an illusion of choice between our 2 hero trees. One hero tree is kind of bland, but works, and the other is extremely overbearing as to what it does and sucks to play.
Can I interject real quick on the Arcane thing?
Yeah, please. I actually want to hear this.
Would you believe it if I told you that the bug is actually very small and it's really just us being overtuned? Yeah. The bug is actually, so there's a bug. You're right, there's a bug. But actually, most of it is just coming from our damage. We just do a ton of damage.
Got it. So, I mean, relative to overtuned classes, then we're keeping up. So, I mean, we're definitely not complaining about our performance. It's all rooted in play and the decisions that we have to make within our class and spec trees.
So, those 2 hero talent trees, just for people who may not play Demon Hunter, they're watching this and we want to keep everyone up to speed with what we're talking about here. The 2 Demon Hunter trees are Fel-scarred, which is the incredibly simple one. Doesn't change gameplay much. Kind of feeds into like the old Havoc playstyle that we might have had in BFA, where we're just trying to stay in demonic as much as possible, and it's very basic. Then the other tree is Eldraki Reaver, which is, man, it's way too much. It's convoluted. There's insane amounts of buffs, damage amplification buffs that are stacking on top of each other. You're spinning so many plates. The common thing that people are saying is you need a PhD in rocket science to play this spec. It does insane damage. It's very, very good. Almost too good. But you have to really, really invest every inch, every micro, neutron of your brain to play this hero talent trees. Do you want to give like just a quick synopsis of what Fel-scarred is?
Yeah, so Fel-scarred is basically the tree that's supposed to be kind of like the whole demon-y aspect of Demon Hunter, which is kind of funny because the best way to play it is not even with Cycle and Shadow Destiny, which is the stuff that wants to be in demonic. But basically, the main idea with it is whenever you use some way of entering demon form, I-Beam works for Chaos Strike and Death Sweep. Meta works for I-Beam, Chaos Strike, Death Sweep, Immolation Aura, and Sigil Flame. Whenever you use those, you just kind of do this little Fel eruption every time, the first time you push each of those empowered buttons. So it's kind of playing into that, like, when we're in our demon form, our abilities are stronger. And that's kind of all it does. Each one you do, like, ramps up. So if you enter your meta form, you push Chaos Strike, you do Explosion, you push Blade Dance, or Death Sweep, I guess. You do a stronger Explosion, I-Beam gives you a slightly stronger Explosion, and then Immolation Aura, so on with Sigil Flame. And yeah, that's kind of all there is to it. There's not really all the other things on the tree are just like passives that don't really affect you at all.
Right. So it's not really altering our gameplay at all. If anything, it's just adding the effect of a talent that we've already had the entire time, Inner Demon, to more abilities. That's kind of what it boils down to. You can see the stark difference between the 2 hero talent trees. One is extremely complex. The other one is extremely simple. And unfortunately, the extremely simple one does like 3 times less damage than Eldraki Reaver.
Let's say I'm walking into a pack, right? And I've got every cooldown available and I'm looking to just get my damage out. Like, how long would it take you to get to? I
can send you a meme that has the whole rotation.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so you're blade dancing, you're raw blade dancing, you're not I-beaming yet. You're raw blade dancing, and then you're chaos striking, and then you're using Sigil of Spite. Then you're fel rushing because you have immolation up and immolation aura up, and you're using inertia. Then you're I-beaming, then you're immolation aura-ing again, and then you're fel rushing. Now you're using essence break. You're backflipping using your death sweep. Finally, you're using meta. By this point, the pack is probably dead, by the way. Your Reaver's glaving again. Death Sweep, Annihilation, I-Beam, and now you're playing like normal. 18 global cooldowns.
Just want to touch on the hunt before we move past it. The hunt is essentially just an activator for us now in the War Within. Does a lot of damage in Dragonflight because of our tier bonus, where the tier bonus is doubling the duration of the dot, and we're getting cooldown reduction to use it more often. In the War Within, we're losing all of that. The damage is just in the bin. It doesn't do much damage. It's really only used as an activator now to get Reaver's Glaive instantly in our opener. That's the only use of it.